Dr. Palevsky, you want to do some quick Q&As here and kind of nail these out? Because I know you like the long form answers, but I want to kind of hit you with a few questions that I got from different people and kind of just get your take on it in a really quick fashion here, starting with how do you feel about modified vaccine schedules?
I don't understand what that means.
That means, and I believe, from understanding what people have asked, is delaying things as much as possible, right?
I don't understand what that means.
Okay, we're playing that game, I see.
Not a game. Not a game.
No, but here's the thing: there are
okay. So
feel that they're being pressured into doing something they don't want to, right?
Then don't do it.
Is there a gray area to you to say wait until after two, after
three? No. I mean, this idea that somehow the body is better able to tolerate a toxin and a poison at certain ages is preposterous. It's just a convenience idea to try to be okay with rationalizing this is an okay intervention. This is not a safe intervention. It never has been. There is nothing safe about this. And you will never be the same afterwards. Never.
Now, let me ask you this then. Would you help guide a patient to realizing that and taking them through what they are to do then if they want their child? Because again, if you're a parent and you are talking to a physician such as yourself and you hear all this, you say, of course, I don't want to vaccinate my child, but I also want that child to go to the school that all their friends are at, to still be in a society where they're telling me he has to get or she has to get vaccinated.
I don't participate in that conversation.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that your child will be the same child once your child is in that school. You're assuming that all will be okay. Like afterwards is going to be the same as before. Right? All you have to do is just put the poison in and then my kid will be functional in school. Okay, that's not I can't have that conversation. Yeah. That's your choice. But I don't understand it. Again, that goes back to, do you have something that mitigates the 3rd degree burn I'm going to put on your skin when I put a fire on you? Oh, but I'm only going to do it in one small area. That's like saying, can I put one bullet in your head instead of 3 at a time? I mean, for people who are unable to recognize how dangerous these injections are, then you're going to do it because you have that hindbrain need to have that desire because that's more important than the larger picture for you. I'm okay with that. But don't ask me to get involved in that conversation. Because if you want to stay in the hindbrain because you're buying into a system that's trying to destroy your kid, that's your choice. But it's not something that I can participate in because I don't understand it.
Right.
Because at some point, Casper, we have to start drawing a line in the sand and say that this is not okay. You know what? You don't want me in that school because you need me to have these injections. I don't want your school. I'm gonna get my kid educated here. We need to start drawing a line in the sand and say, I don't want what you're offering. Because in order to get what you're offering, I have to almost kill my kid. And I can't be guaranteed that I'm going to have a healthy kid afterwards. And you're going to lie to me and say, there's nothing wrong with these injections. And you're lying.
Yeah. And I think what you're saying here makes a really great point that you're willing to participate in a broken system that puts you at risk. Then, you got to take on those risks, and they're huge. Instead of saying, walk away from the broken system.
Correct.
Challenge the broken system a little bit, because otherwise you'll keep getting burned by it.
Or you won't notice it. Until they walk into your door and say, help, I'm at my last resort.